Good evening and welcome along to GRL. It is round 5 time here in Division 1. First sprint weekend of Season 3 in GRL, and I'm very much looking forward to it. We've had some connection issues this evening, which has led to a smaller lobby than originally hoped, but there is not much that we can do. If we have a look at the calendar, you can see there Portugal round 5 already, the first sprint race of the season, 1 week before the final race before Christmas. But we're going to Portimao today, which is of course at the Algarve circuit. And of course the first race was only in 2020, and of course there was no race this year around. But we'll have 33 laps in the full race, plus the 11 of the sprint. And we'll see if anyone can get close to that lap record. 15 corners facing our drivers this evening, which means, including the sprint, we will have 660 corners of racing tonight. But yes, welcome, Jim. First sprint race.
Right,
what are we expecting?
Lots of spins. I think lots of spins, especially if it's wet, because this is quite. It could be a challenging track. I think. It's wet.
There we go. It's very wet.
Yeah, I think it's time for the soft tyres. Drying up.
He's going back. I think he had some issues there. But yes, very much looking forward to this one.
It will be good. It will be good.
It is a shame that we've got a smaller than quite a small lobby to usual, but hopefully, maybe one or two will join in qualifying when the qualifying or the sprint when the connection improves, if the connection improves. But we'll just have to hope and pray for that, I guess. We can't do much about it ourselves.
What happened? Wait, is it connection issues?
Yes, there's been lots of server issues. There's been a lot of people not being able to get on.
Oh, great.
So we say thanks to our friends at EA and Codes for sorting that all out for us.
Making a crap game. Thanks for nothing. Kieran's going to be on pole today. I'm putting a tenner on him.
Well, Gary the Goat's the first man out when he is out on the wets. Let's see, is there anyone in the chat telling me? No, there's not anyone. It's telling me how much water there's going to be on track. We have a look at the... I don't want it to be like that. But yeah, well, you know what? While we're here, you can have a look at the track guide very quickly while I change the party overlay. There you go.
Huge.
You can't see us. Yeah, it's massive. But yes, I'll be interested to see if it's going to be full wet in this race. As in whether the sprint and race will be wet, or whether it's going to be dry. It'll be dry for the races.
See, I think this is going to be an interesting quali, because I think the pad players in particular will benefit from it raining. Obviously pad traction. So I mean,
we'll go on board with Gary the Goat. See how he gets on as he comes into turn 1. Could be very careful. Goes down into 4th through there. Sometimes you wouldn't go down. You'd only go down into 6th. Then into 2nd round this right-hander turn 3. It's so slow and laborious. You've got to be so careful through turn 4. Dearie me. You've got to be so careful. I mean, even in the dry, that's an absolute killer of a corner. But 25.299 for the first sector as he comes into the hairpin. Of course, the motorbikes take the second hairpin, which joins slightly later. But of course, the cars can take a bit more steering angle. Flying into turn 6 and then turn 7, or 7 and 8, I should say, before you come over the brow of the hill and back down again before flying left. It really is a roller coaster. Everyone says it's a roller coaster. It's the most well-known part of this track as you come into the double right hand at 10 and 11. Go back down the hill, go through 12 around the left, go back up the hill, and this is a tricky braking zone because the apex is kind of a long way around the corner here through turn 13, and then you've got the 180 downhill off camber well, final corner really, because this is where you put the throttle down, hopefully. And will the final corner be? It won't be flat. I know for a fact it won't be flat. You can see Gary lifting off the throttle through turn 15 as he goes to the line. Gary the GOAT. What's the time going to be? 29.3. That's the first lap time on the board. We've got a lone retreat. Who's spinning? He's spinning. Oh, he slams into the wall, but keeps his front wing. Well, keeps his wheels on the car. That's the most important thing. Because no wheels means no fun, really.
I think that's some expert analysis.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, when you hit the wall, it's typically not too great. Kieran's coming in the pits.
Atom's going around the final corner.
Bugs.
Doesn't look anywhere near as quick as Gary the GOAT's time. Indeed, he's 1.5 seconds off. We've got more drivers coming to the line, but unless it's Blades, which it is Blades, he's only a 10th off there. Wilson as well to the line, 42.7. He's made a mistake somewhere, a big one as well. JW Gibson. Oh, there. He tried saving it, and then it finally snapped on him. And he's going to spin himself into the pit lane. We've got a Williams, that was Drazzy coming to the line. B4's only on an outlap, but behind him it's Michael. No, it's not. It's Sora, who should be. Oh no, he was on a lap, but then he spun it, coming around the fast right-hander. Lemons though. Lemons is on an intermediate tyre. Is that going to work out for him? It's not far off actually. We'll get the tyre. We'll get the tyre info up. Yeah, we'll get the tyre info up just to make it interesting. Sora there, bad lap time, but that's to be expected after you've spun.
Who is Lemons? I've never seen this person before. Lemons.
Lemons, hi. Lemons, good lad, Lemons. Michael.
What's Orion?
I think Michael Dale's lap time may indicate that it's time for some intermediates.
I would agree with you. Lemons is 3/10 up.
Oh my word! But Michael Dale's back end is in another postcode to him. Comes around this final corner up towards the line, and even though it may be a little bit slower, 30.3, it's a second off. It's an indication, well, as Blades goes with the 29 flat on the wet, that it may be time very soon for a set of intermediate tyres. Jurazi sets a similar middle sector to Michael's. There's a spin there from Rain or Atom, one of the two Alpine drivers. Let's see Jurazi then towards the line. What does he set? It's a 30 flat as well. Well, no, as well. He's a second off Blades, but he's on that wet tyre. Everything can change. And, of course, with it being a sprint race, who knows what happens. Scott Gaming has been able to join. Finally, good for him. B Ford goes also on a 30.0. The two ROM guys down there together. Lemons improves ahead of Michael. But Sora's coming to the line now. This must be an improvement, surely. Well, it is a massive one. 11 seconds, but there'll be more time to find it because, of course, he won't have been up to full speed when he came to the line on that last flying lap. So we'll see what he can do now. I believe Rain spun his lap and he did. He's coming into the pit lane. Kiwi's on an out lap. Atom is on an improved run ever so slightly. He's on a 30.8 currently. But we'll see what he can do. Jim, I think the sprints and the race is saying dry.
Ah, well, that's a little bit boring. I was kind of hoping for at least one of them to be wet, or wet affected at least.
Yeah.
But we move. We ball.
Michael
regardless.
has had an issue on this lap, I think, because he's a long way off. Yeah, he got a gaming in his car. It makes us up to 15.
Hey. We have now reached the semi-decent attendance mark. Let's go, guys. Absolutely huge.
Jurazi stays where he is position-wise, but gets a faster time as they all start coming around the final corners. That B Ford, it is towards the line. He's down on his lap time on this occasion. Lemons is up on his lap time by 0.4 of a second. Let's see, 29.8. I think it's right on the crossover, which is quite interesting. Sora's going quicker. He goes 29.3 on those wet compound tyres. There's not been a mad rush for these intermediates. There's a lone retreat 30.1. But I do think it would be the right call, personally.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't actually listening. I did get distracted by something that came up on my phone, and I was thinking
Well,
about London McCartney sausages.
I'll tell you what I could distract you with. Look at P3.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
It's
Why are
Kieran
we
Thomas.
letting this guy get away with this? We're not letting him get another
He got pole. He
We
got
don't need to
pole
feed
as
his
well.
ego.
Blades has gone even quicker. Because, of
Yeah,
course, Kiwi
that's
got pole
okay.
in a wet BBC One race last week.
Partners
Wilson's not
BBC, join today. No, chicken. Do it if you like.
Send this plug. I plugged it here. I'll plug GRL tomorrow. That'll be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Oh,
yes,
that should work.
I'm looking for there. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, I'm not even commentating tomorrow. Get in. Oh, yes, I have my Tuesday evening
Shame.
to myself. I can do my essay work.
Gibson's gone up to P8 on that intermediate tyre. I wasn't looking whether Lemons was improving, but B Ford has improved to a 29.5. Lemons isn't improving, so he's coming into the pit lane. Next man is Sora, who's a long way down, and that rear end absolutely disappeared from his grip, from his feeling. What can Rain do? This doesn't look like a great time from Rain, and I think it's an outlap. But he's got to get a time on the board. Who else have we
Good
got
news,
coming
mate.
on? Oh, good news.
Tomorrow, it is 2 degrees warmer in Plymouth. It is now only 5 degrees. 5 degrees at its peak.
I don't know
So
what you're
we
talking
may see positive temperatures in the morning.
It didn't get above freezing here today.
Yeah, we had -4, which I don't know
this
what you
morning?
had, but yeah,
Yeah, no, I think we had -6.
yeah. Well, in my
Oh, sorry, Michael Dale. That's an indication. Michael Dale on the Inter has just gone on 28.9. And more and more people are starting to decide that the Inter tyre may be best. Wilson doesn't improve, and he doesn't even come into the pit lane either. Next man will be B Ford, but he's invalidated. That's a spinner. It could be Gibson down there, and it is. Gary the Goat on his fresh set of mediums is on an outlap, it seems. Sora is not on a lap. Sora's not on a lap there. But Atom is on a lap. He's 3/10 up in the first sector, and we're just about to find out his middle sector split. He's going to hope it's quite big, and it's 8/10. Now he won't mind that. He's currently he's shooting himself up into a top 10 position. I mean, he's only 1 point position off the top 10 position, but that's far and away from the point. As Rain goes quickest, 28.3 on that intermediate tyre, just to show that that is definitely now the quicker tyre as we approach the final third of this qualifying session.
Respect.
Atom comes round
That's
the
a
final
nice lap.
corner, up to the line, opens the DRS. Now, well, he actually, sorry, what am I about? He doesn't open the DRS because there is no DRS. 29.1 for Atom, good improvement. He goes P5, but I expect these times will start tumbling. It may be a case of whoever is out last.
Oh, Michael Dale has a massive snap.
I just saw that.
He's not looking comfortable at all. Oh, that's invalidation. Wait, what? I was not an invalidation. Referee. I mean, that's something. But anyways, he'll probably lose all the time. He'll gain back.
Wilson,
because of his
on a
DRS.
wet tyre, has gone on a 28.5.
Wilson, I don't mean to be rude or anything, mate, but you might want to chuck on an Inter tyre and then you'll get pole by default.
That's a really good lap time from Wilson, though, on a wet.
Yeah, that is an incredible lap time in a wet. Why are you doing wet then?
It
That's
may
what
be
I've
because
got
the
to
track
say.
is drying ever so slightly to the peak performances. Gary goes 28.2.
That's still a really good lap from Wilson.
Lone
I'm not gonna lie.
Retreat was starting a lap time there. Rain coming
Wilson,
into the
come
pit
on,
lane.
mate.
Atom is another 5/10 up. Yeah, the track's just going to improve and improve and improve from here, I think.
Wilson's got to get learning that Inter tyre soon. He is skating about the track.
Oh, Atom's rear
my
end
days.
said bye-bye. But he goes P4, 28.5, just a little bit off of Wilson's time, which was, again, I'll remind you, on a wet tyre. Michael Dale is 8/10 up. He's currently heading for the fastest time of the session so far. We'll watch him as he comes down the final corner. tries to keep it pinned as much as he can, running it in 6th and then through 7th and up to 8th about now. When he comes to the line, his time is a 27.9, it is quickest.
Cool.
Gibson, he's coming to the line, but that's an outlap.
Oh! Oh, Wilson almost died. Wilson almost died. He was about a what do you call it, like a millimetre away from just losing his front wing, front tyres, sorry. But he got away with just his front wing damage. I could barely spit out that sentence. Today's not a good day.
Gary's on a slow lap. Lemons is on a slow lap. Yeah, it's an outlap. Lone retreat. I thought he lost a bit of wing there, but he hadn't. He comes to the line now. 28.1, jumps up into P2 there for Lone Retreat. It's going to be Sora next. Sora didn't improve. Well, by much anyway. Next up will be Mr. Atom, who is improving ever so slightly. Just about 800ths of a second as he flies round a sweeping final corner, but he comes into the pit lane. He might want to chuck. I think he's going to chuck on a fresh set and go once more.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Michael Dale, the man currently on provisional pole, will not extend his lead here. But Gibson might be able to jump himself up from P13 now.
Michael's done 6 laps on this Inter tyre. What the hell is he doing?
Clever subscribed for 5 months. What a man.
Thank you, Clever, for the subscription to the channel.
He said he was P... Gibson does go 27.5. He does say that he was P3 and then spun himself into a wall. So unfortunate there. Got a Gaming comes to the line. He only jumps up to a 29.5. He'll need a bit more time than that. The man just ahead of him, B4, then goes P2, 28.6. Next man didn't make much of an indent. I don't know who that was particularly. But Blades goes fastest, 26.8. That's an insane lap time. Can anyone get near that? Well, Gary isn't, because he's just got about 30 miles wide. But he still improves to P3, 27.5. As I think that's Sora coming to the line. Sora indeed goes P2, 27.1. The times are absolutely tumbling now. Rain on an outlap, but the next man is Lone Retreat. He doesn't improve. A minute 52 of the session remaining. Partick coming around the final corner. Oh! You can see where the tyre marks leave each other because that wasn't a straight car. 28.9 for Partick in the rain. Kiwi, the rain master, some would say, was on an outlap. Lone Retreat, not on a lap. That's Wilson, who wasn't on a lap. Gibson is coming around there, but he is definitely not on a lap. Who is on a lap, you may ask, and Got a Gaming isn't the answer. Drazzy is, though. He's 1.6 seconds up. Co-championship leader with TMS Sora. Technically, Sora's ahead on Countback, but they've got the same amount of points, and we won't have to think about Countback for a while yet, because there's still a long, long way to go in this championship. Comes around what really is, well, it's the penultimate corner in the wet, final corner in the dry. Runs it out as wide as he can dare. And then he comes down. You can see all the fans with the umbrellas up behind him. Coming towards the line. Where can Drazzy put it? Can he put in an absolute stormer? He does go P2. 27.1. He's still 3/10 off of Blades, who isn't improving on this time around. B Ford, though, is not improving. What about Gary the Goat? He looks like he is very close to a good lap time, but I think he's just a bit down. Yes, he is. The next man will be Lemons. He's invalidated, so it won't be an improvement, and they all come thick and fast now. Rain is the next man as he comes around this final corner. Can he make an improvement on his 28.3 that he has at the moment? I think he will. He does. He's only 400ths behind the fastest time. Lone Retreat, 27.1 as he comes to the line. What about Atom? He's going to come to the line now. No improvement. That may have been an outlap, actually.
Partick's got a massive snap.
But he still improves a bit. He doesn't improve his position, but he improves his time. Kiwi to the line. Goes P3, 27.1. I told you he's the Rainmaster. What a lap from Kiwi. We've got Michael Dale. He did lead the session for a while, but he is not improving. Gibson's retired in the pit lane. There's been a spin down there. And these are the final laps. Wilson is a second and a half up through the middle sector. Absolutely scintillating middle sector. Can he put himself on provisional pole? Yes, he can. 26.2. Wow. What a lap time from Wilson. You told him if he stuck on an Inter, he may get the fastest lap. But he's the first one to finish the session. Could that come back to haunt him? We'll see. Got a Gaming to the line. Can he beat him? I don't think he will. No, he won't. 27.7 only is his best effort. Next up is Mr. Blades as he's coming around the final corner. Surely he's going quickest. This looks like a really quick lap time. Just from it, will it go provisional pole? Yes, it will! 26.1. Not by much, but he's got it. B4 goes P4, 27 flat. And then we look back at Gary the Goat to the line. 26.7. You just don't know who's going to be on pole. Lemons, 27.1. He just jumps up massively. Drazzy can't improve. We'll start P9 in the sprint. Atom. Oh, it was Rain. Rain goes quickest. Rain, 26.1. Before Michael, that's not Michael, it's Sora. He finishes on 26.5 and Atom goes 27 point flat. Partik to the line, can he make a good improvement? Yes he can, 26.9. Last man Kiwi, where can he go? Only a 26.6 and he's only P5, but I think he'll be pleased with that effort. And then it'll be Michael Dale, he's slightly down in the middle sector. Where can he go? Can he move himself off the bottom? Yes he can, 27.5. Oh my word. That was a cracking end to the session.
It is, but I just saw something absolutely disgraceful from our pole sitter.
Which was?
He cut the final corner, like where he goes really wide. If he came back on track, it would invalidate. So he stayed off the track and he didn't invalidate, and he got pole as a result.
Interesting.
I'm gonna send that one in. Because that is against the rules, and I want to see those points removed from his tally and given to Blade rightfully. Not happy.
Well, fair enough.
I'm not happy with what
I didn't see anything, so I'm not going to throw any accusations around.
No, that is cheating.
Got a gaming 15, and then the top 14 are on your screen. Tight for pole though. Wilson P3. We did say he'd go well. Blades went well on the wets as well, and then it was Sora. But the two co-championship leaders 4th and 12th for Drazzy. It's a long way down. A week after his home race.
Oh, I'm chatting around.
Oh no. Oh no. So for anybody wondering, Jim is shouting for the referee in on the chat, and when I mean that, I genuinely mean he's just typed referee. But then again, I don't want to look at a referee ever again, but we won't go there. Let's have a look. Oh, you haven't asked.
I've got a really fun fact. I found this out literally 10 minutes ago. Okay, so
which is.
You know the vegetarian sausages, like Linda McCartney sausages?
Oh, is this what you were thinking of it? Yeah, vegetarian sausages.
It was done by the same Linda McCartney that was married to Paul McCartney. And I had no idea until right now.
No, you didn't know this, did you?
No, it turns out that she made a vegetarian cookbook.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
Yeah. And
she's a vegetarian chef. I thought she just did music. But she's actually a vegetarian chef.
Oh,
and she has her brand of sausages. This changes the game. And I love those sausages, and I love the Beatles. So, and I also like Paul McCartney solo career. So I'm absolutely buzzing with this knowledge, because she did feature in a large part of it before she sadly passed away in the 90s.
98, I think.
Yeah.
I definitely haven't just researched up Linda McCartney at all.
Put it on the screen. Linda McCartney sausages, everyone. Let's get the wiki
Linda
up.
McCartney sausages on
Come
my
on!
screen.
They need to know. The viewers need to know about this fact.
No.
This is crazy. Linda McCartney made sausages.
Right. Everyone watching, we encourage you strongly to go look at Linda McCartney's sausages.
Yes.
Because I definitely thought I'd be saying that when I started this broadcast.
Oh God. That's a long day.
Moraine says he lost time and has proof, so maybe if he proves that.
Oh, shut up, Judas! You cut the track. You cut the track.
He's not particularly Judas. He hasn't, conspired to murder anyone, has he?
Yes, he did.
Who?
Track limits.
He's murdered track limits, has he, Jim?
How many points is it for pole? Is it 2 or 3?
1. Yeah, Jim. 1. Deary me. Anyway, we'll be going shortly enough. I think the ready up time is 2 past.
2 past. Shut up.
What?
That is a disgusting way to put it.
2 past 9?
2 past.
What? 9:02. Sorry.
2 minutes past 9 or 9:02.
Sorry, everyone. I apologise.
9
Jim,
colon
Jim,
02.
when are we readying up?
2 minutes past.
Thank you, Jim. Is that a little bit of... No, it's just the lighting. It's dark, but it is dry. Here. We will wait for the ready up very shortly, because it's still 1 minute past 9, as Jim would say. That was too northern, really, wasn't it?
Why am I northern? I'm literally more
There we go,
southern
2 past.
than
He's going. There is no
2
formation
past.
lap.
Oh no, do you know,
There's
I'm
no
leaving
formation
this.
lap.
You can commentate later, so.
2
Why?
past
I have
9.
glitches.
Did you not say 2 past 9?
2 past.
It saves you 2 syllables of
2
speaking.
past. Yeah, but it also makes you look like a massive.
Okay, Jim. Thank you. Posho, something like that. I know you didn't say a word after it, but we won't go
No,
there.
there's begins with a K and ends with head.
But anyway, here comes the sprint, the first sprint race of Season 3 on the Algarve Peninsula. The lights are out and away we go. It looks like it's a decent enough start from Rain. He may be able to cover off Blades as they head towards turn 1. Look at them, nearly 3 wide. Gary the Goat to the inside, Kiwi to the outside. Let's hope he can get through turn 1 cleanly, and I think he has. Someone going very wide. That's Partick in the background. You can see them all 2, 3 wide. Kiwi stranded on the outside. Let's hope he can get through turn 4 nicely. And I think he has done. Squeezing Gary the Goat to the outside of the track. But we'll go down towards turn 5. And we'll see who can make a move. And it looks like there's a send to the inside from Atom. Oh, and the inside alone retreat doesn't work out for him. He pushes Gibson ever so slightly wide as they start filing through up the hill. Gary the Goat to the inside of turn 8. He gets the move, turn 6 and oh, Kiwi's had a move to the inside from Michael. He survived it though, nice stuff. And this is where they all start to file out single file, but Lone Retreat's not hanging around. He's going for Michael Dale here. Is he going to go to the inside? He is, to the double right hand of 10 and 11. Lone Retreat's got the inside, but he's not quite got the corner. Atom sniffing around, waiting for an opportunity. Can he get the run here towards turn 13? No, he can't quite get the move done. And I think this is where they all file out into single file. We'll look at the position changes. Good start for Michael Dale, up 5. Gibson got a gaming up 3. So's B4, but bad start for Partick, down 8. Lemons down 4.
Long day. Rain the cheat in P1. I hope Wilson overtakes him. Here he comes. The cheat. Is he going to be overtaken? No, he's not. Holds on to his phony lead for another lap. I can't believe it. I'm not having this. Absolutely not having this. I think Kieran had quite a bad launch off the line. He's down into P7, but
Yeah.
he did make a position or 2 back, I think. I did see the launch. It wasn't great. It wasn't his finest moment, I will admit.
Looking down here, Partick and Lemons are fighting over last position. Looks like Partick's got the inside, but Lemons has got the run out the corner. And he's done. Oh!
Jesus Christ, that was close.
Massive snap. Massive. But everyone's got through nicely. There's. Oh no!
Oh, there it is. Disqualified?
Oh
What?
no! I'll tell you exactly what's happened here. I will tell you exactly what's happened. I can't actually believe how bad Kieran Thomas's luck is in there. Basically, he is spun. Where he is spun has meant that he's gone off the track in such a way that it thinks he's on another part of the track, and is therefore going backwards.
Oh, did he go into the grass bank?
Yes.
Or is that like... Oh, I hate this track. It's so badly muddled. Oh, I don't think Wilson's going to make the move. No, he's not. He stays behind him again. The cheat in P1. No, that's really unlucky from Kieran. I think he's genuinely had every ounce of bad luck that you can have.
I don't know what he's done wrong.
Ever.
I don't know who he's hurt, but he hasn't hurt me or Atom.
He's hurt me. He deserves it. Glad to see him fail. No, I'm joking. I do feel bad for him. I do feel bad for him. I won't tell him that though. to his face, I'll tell him I'm glad you're struggling.
Let's hope he doesn't watch this back then.
No, he won't. He won't watch it. He never watches any streams.
Does he not?
He only plays esports streams down the mic very loudly all of the time.
Well,
Like,
it's a bit...
do you know, I wish I could say.
We have to do a bit of filler here, because Portimao without DRS, there's just no hope of overtaking. We'll have a look at the ERS consumption, because it does drain away quite massively. Rain on 70, Gideon Wilson on 43, 90 for Blaze, he's really doing well. But bad stores for Gary, for Lone Retreat, for Goda Gaming. But everyone else seems to be managing their ERS quite well. What about Wilson though? He's got the DRS and he's going to go for Rain here, I think. Is he going to go to the inside line? Is he going to have it? They're going to go side by side in turn one. Oh my word! Rain wasn't having any of it. If Wilson tried to stick it down the inside, he was going around like a record. But he'll have another bite. Will he have another bite at the cherry? No, he's a bit too far back on this occasion. The man who may be able to fight. Look at this, Parting and Lemons having a cracking fight. Down for P14. Well, Lemons forces Partic a little bit off track and he has the DRS. No, either of them have the DRS in fact. Partic may try and send it on the outside, but he'll get a nice switch back here. Has he got the exit? I think he does. He's got a good run through here. They're going to go up through the left-hander. And then they're going to go through the double right. He's got the inside as Lemons, but here comes Partic on the switchback. No, not quite. Not
I would
quite
have sent that, because I'm a kamikaze dive bomber. I would have definitely sent him right into the back of Lemons and punted him round. But he doesn't, because he's smarter than me. He actually patiently waits for his overtake instead of just sending it when he gets bored.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there is better racecraft in this division, which is I think is what's set, because I think there's a lot of difference in a race between pace and racecraft, like genuinely.
Oh yeah. Mate, I know you don't pay much attention to BBC like as a whole, but BBC Three.
I do watch the screens.
Okay, so in BBC Three, I don't mean to be rude, but there's a lot of gobby ones in the chat that will call BBC Two drivers like bads.
Yeah.
Like any of them, call any of them bad. The thing is, they might be able to get relatively close on a quali lap, but you can see it over a race. Like the ERS management, the lines, the tyre management, like it's so different between the two tiers. Whereas quali not too bad. Obviously they're slower, but like the race there's a massive difference, I think, and it definitely shows in high tiers like GRL tier 1, because you've got the rest of the best on the Monday night, and I mean you can just see there's a lot of intelligence that goes into well, not Sora apparently, because he's just
yes. Well, that's interesting though.
Sorry,
championship leader Sora's gone around and now he's right next to Drazzy, so the two championship leaders are next to each other. Partic will just about overtake Sora as well, and Lemons will find himself on the back, but there's nothing doing there at the moment.
It's a long day.
Blaze, I think, will be licking his lips, because when he starts using some of that ERS, he will cruise up to the back, and I'll tell you who's cruising up to the back. It's Michael Dale to the inside of Gary the Goat. They've both got DRS, but Michael's got the inside line. It's so difficult through turn 1 here. I think Michael's forced Gary the Goat a little bit wide through there. Lone Retreat is finding this. Well, he's loving this, because he's being able to catch up with the two in front, but Michael has got the position for P5. He's got it on track, and he's kept it within the track limits on the exit of turn 4, and that is P5 once again for Michael. Gary the Goat, though, he's going to try and send it to the outside. He's going to get the cut back. Yes, he is. Is he going to have a run? Not quite. Not enough.
Excellent racing there.
Oh no, got a gaming.
Oh,
he spun around at the hairpin, and he'll go back to the back of the field.
Oh god, a gaming.
So at this rate, he'll be joining Kiwi on the back row of the grid.
He will. That is a long day for God of Gaming. A long day. To be fair, they're still within about a sector of their leaders there, even though they've spun.
Yeah, I mean, this has been nice actually, because there's been no collisions at all. Apart from, actually no, there hasn't, has there really? No, like no damage and collisions. There may be a couple of, you know, bumps, but nothing egregious like that word.
No. A couple of forcing wide moments from certain drivers into turn. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it is, or 5. I don't know. You know the uphill left-hander. Here comes Sora.
Yeah.
Here comes Sora. this should be cut. I mean, as you said, yeah, done, sorry. It's done one. Lovely stuff, DRS.
Back up to P11 then for him. Gary the Goat and Lone Retreat both have 3 seconds, or if he can push, he may be able to find himself back in there. But Blades really should start using some of that ERS to put Wilson under pressure, because Wilson has nothing and Blades has nearly a full battery. I mean, it's very clever racing from Blades, of course, because if you leave it towards the end, you've let them use all of their battery and tyres kind of get past the guy in front, and then you can just use your ERS at the end, and the ERS doesn't become a factor.
Yeah, I honestly think Blade's going to win this.
He did
just
win.
His ERS.
He did win last night's mixed tier race at Portimao, starting 19th in the sprint. He started 19th, and he worked his way back to the front. I think he was 7th for the race start, and then found himself to the win. But here he goes. He's using it now. He's using it now. I think he may be able to make a move. He's absolutely draining, and yes, he will. Wilson shuts off his DRS.
Wow.
He's let him through.
Choice. Personally, I wouldn't have done that being it.
No.
I'd have just kept fighting him. Oh, I think Rain might have just made a slight error then.
Very slight. He's only lost a couple of tenths.
Yeah, but it's enough. It's enough. Blade at Pebble, first sector. He's now using the ERS, and he's now in charge. But we say that about the ERS difference, but he's not too far off Rain now because of all that burning that he did to get past Wilson.
Yeah, but with the DRS as well, though, because the thing with being behind Wilson is that they both had DRS. He's now got the DRS advantage, so the ERS is less important.
Yeah, that's true. Wilson
Obviously,
is
can
looking
stick in
at
a
the spot
second.
bother. Yeah. I don't think Wilson's going to be able to cling on here for these final few laps. He'll get P3, but he'll obviously struggle, if you know what I mean.
I think that's 6 seconds now for Lone Retreat.
I don't know what's happened to Lone Retreat. It's never a peculiar race. Sprint, sorry, not a race. I think Atom's going to get P6, by the way.
He may, yeah. Unless he gets overtaken by Gibson. You've alerted me to that fight, because Gibson may try and come past here. They're in a party together, so I doubt Gibson will do anything stupid, and he doesn't.
Oh, hello, Lone Retreat.
Oh, Lone Retreat, yes. Was there contact there, or did he just spin on his own?
No, I saw that from the perspective of Gibson.
So he just spun it on his by himself?
No, I have no idea. He's just... when I saw
Atom.
him, he was face down.
Oh no, Gibson's just gone down the inside of Atom. Atom's going to try and get the switch back, but he isn't able to, and Gibson's now up to P7.
Well, they've got to be careful here because they've got Gary the Goat's penalty to think about. The gap's 2.1 seconds. It's staying about there. So all Atom's got to do is just cling on to the back of Gibson. It should be alright.
I mean, there are some nice little trains forming here, really.
There are. But obviously there's 2 more laps to go. Not everyone's burnt all their ERS. I'm looking at Sora 72%, but miles away. Lemon's got a gate on. Sorry, they have Partick. There's a few in here who've done quite smart drives. It's just unfortunate where they are, if you know what I mean.
I think they know that they don't want to give up too much in the race, do they? For the race.
No.
Because that's when the big bucks are paid.
I think this final lap is going to be very interesting between Blades and Rain. The cheat.
He's gone a bit wide, actually. A bit of a mistake there from him. He's lost a few tenths to Blades.
Yeah, I saw that. Not the smartest.
Has Michael Dale been overtaken by B Ford, or is that as it was? I can't quite remember.
Pardon? Sorry?
But Michael Dale, I can't remember if was he just overtaken by B Fords? Or were they like that?
I think they've been like that.
Because that's another one that's going to be decided on the last lap. Oh no, Lone Retreat spun around at the same place Kiwi did.
Oh, Lone Retreat. Oh, he doesn't disqualify though.
It is that Lone Retreat and Kiwi will be side by side.
Yeah.
On the start, but we're going to look up at the front because Rain can now use all his ERS, but so can Blades. I think Rain may just about have the legs though on the Williams driver down towards turn 1. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get close enough. But we'll go back to Gary the Goat because he'll see the two ahead of him fighting. Michael to the outside of B4, and he's got the line into turn 1. Will B4 be able to come back towards turn 4? No, that's the question. I don't think Blades will be able to get at Rain here. No, he's a bit too far back to make any kind of ascent into turn 5. Will B4 be able to make ascent? Neither of them have got any ERS left. Is he going to be able to be close enough? Is he going to send it to the inside? No, he's not. He's just playing it safe. Doesn't want to get caught up in any incidents. And I think that should be how it's finished. Michael with a good last lap move for P4. I think he's done very well in this sprint, actually. Yeah, up 9 for Michael. Up 7 for Gibson as well. With the penalty, it'll be up 8.
Oh, it's pretty decent actually. Nice work, really nice work. Wait, what have I just clicked on?
Don't know. But either way, whatever you've just clicked on, Rain has dominated this sprint race, really. He's led every single lap, he's led every single meter, and he comes to the line and he takes all 8 points for the sprint win, and the fastest lap as well on the final lap. Wilson takes P3, Michael 4th, B4 5th, and Gary the Goat 6th, but he will get jumped by Gibson on the penalties. Atom comes home 8th, 4/10 off Gary the Goat, Tarazi 9th, and Sora will be 10th. Partick will come home 11th, and then it'll be Lemons in 12th, but he's overtaken on penalties by Goddard Gaming, who just finished behind him. And then there'll be Lone Ridge Street coming around the final corner, and to the line he comes, and he will start P14.
All I'm saying is I'm underself to win that check. Rain was obviously very good. I'm still holding that qualifying lap against him. Still holding it against him. Okay. He did do excellent though. He held off the charge of Blades. He actually did some great ERS management of himself on the final 3 laps or so. I don't know how much you covered it on stream, but he did a good job there.
Yeah. But yeah. You know, Rain getting the win. It's a good result for him. He gets another 8 points. Blade 2nd, and Wilson 3rd. But I think, yeah, it'll be interesting to see the strategy for this race. Because I think it'll be interesting to see what tyres people start on. Because again, this is one of those that kind of up in the air. There's a case for a hard. Well, there's not much of a case for a soft here because you're pretty much convicting yourself to a 2-stop if you do that, and they're not very quick around here.
Facts. Can you get away with a 2-stop here? You know what tyre wear's like?
I think it's relatively high here. Like mediums.
Okay.
Medium stints, you're looking at max 16, 17 laps. Maybe if you can stretch them a couple of laps more. But yeah.
Respect.
We're just waiting on the ready up time. I think Athens already pinged everyone to tell everyone what that time will be. I'm going to look at a clip from Coddy Ghosts, who is probably going to get very unlucky here in a minute. Oh my word. Yes, it's tier 2 off the start. I think Scarius has just lost it by himself coming out of turn 2. I don't know how. We've been tapped by someone. One or the other. And I actually think it's been tapped there.
That's long.
Yeah,
I know
I think
Ghost.
he's been tapped there by Ash Rainbow, and it sent him straight into Coddy Ghosts. And Coddy Ghosts has been absolutely obliterated before he's even got to turn 3.
Well, for fuck's sake. What, lap 1?
Yeah.
Was the feature of the sprint?
Sprint. No, feature. Feature? Main race. This isn't Formula 2.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, really. But yes, we'll pray Kiwi doesn't have bad luck in this race. I really genuinely want him to do well here. I've actually been annoyed how bad his luck has been.
I haven't. I've loved it.
Honestly, you are. Right, and we're going to be going at 22 minutes past, so that's
Good.
just under a minute's time. Can't be 21:21. Make a wish, everyone. Oh, it's 21:21 on the 1212. Haha. What's that word?
Shutter.
Well, no, it's 21:21, but the date is 1212. So it's I forgot what the word is. Like Aviva. It's the opposite of itself.
Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
No, Aviva.
Let me play this down the microphone for
No, we'll
the
get
stream to hear.
copyrighted. We'll get copyrighted.
So
Let's
this
not do
part
that.
gets copyrighted from the stream.
Can we not?
Dara
Can we
gets
not?
very
You can hang on, give us a tune, have us sing,
dun,
because we
dun.
can't get copyrighted for you singing, because it wouldn't be recognisable.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the lyrics. Coldplay. Viva La Vida.
You've got until 10 seconds on the timer when the
That's
timer
fine.
starts.
That's absolutely fine. That's all I need. If the thing loads.
Give you the first line.
don't
I
even-
used to rule the world.
Hold on. It's loading in My Bloody Valentine lyrics. I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone.
That one's true.
Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice. I don't like Coldplay, it's so shit. Ah, sorry.
Here in my, I just need to know what is this. Yeah. Listen. Anyway, I don't know why no one's readied up yet. It's 23 past.
I don't know. I'm gonna play something copyrighted down the mic so this part of the stream gets cut out. On the what's the playback thing where it like cuts out copyrighted parts?
I don't know.
Yeah,
There
I
we
did it
go,
for the
readied
BBC
up.
stream.
Good
Copyrighted
lads,
it, even though it said it was non-copyright.
Bum 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 ba dum bum ba dum bum dum 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 da da da. You strike me
I
as a
used to rule. What?
I love how out of tune you
What?
are as well. It's so high pitched. It's just not that.
I used to rule. It's not pitch. It's sorry, I'm a swap.
It's what? It's what?
It's
It's what? Oh, actually, don't tell me. 'Cause
Notes,
we're about to go
mate.
to 5 red lights for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Reigns on pole. It's Blades alongside him. The lights are out, we're away. Who's got the better start? Looks like Rain. But Michael's got a cracking start. He's gone up the inside. He's already into P2. They're 4 wide down the straight. Wilson and B4 rubbing wheels. B4 trying to go all the way around the outside as they loop it through turn 1. Everyone seems to have got through nice and gently. No, they haven't. Got a Gaming spun around. And Got a Gaming will now be at the back. It's only Beeford and Drazzy on the medium tyres as it's side by side between Wilson and Gibson. Wilson to the inside. Oh no, he may have taken out Blades. No, he doesn't. They will get through there nicely. Just about. Oh no, Lone Retreat had a great run, but then he got a bit too throttle happy and had a little bit of a spin through there. Drazzy's been overtaken by Gary the Goat. He's got to try and make up that position again. Side by side though, Sora and Partick as they come up the hill. They're going to go over the crest of the hill and then dive down. It looks like Drazzy's having a look on Gary the Goat as well. Up in front, if we look at it from Sora's point of view, it looks like Drazzy's not able to make the move, but Sora is. He's up into P10.
excellent stuff. I think Wilson's had a bit of a troublesome start. I think he's down 2 places. Yep, Blade as well actually. Michael, though, absolutely on fire. He's made up 2 positions, and I think both of them are off the line, right?
Kiwi's had the best start of the lot, though, up 3. It's Rain, of course, that's the fast lap of the Grand Prix. B4 has really got to make light work of the 2 in front of him because he's got to get away on those medium tyres. Oh, Drazzy and Gary the Goat going at it. Drazzy still not able to get past, but he may have a run here. He may have a run to the inside of turn 3. He must have the position here, surely. No, he doesn't. He's got to go right around the outside. He's going to try for the switch back in turn 4. Got to use some ERS now. Massive snap from Gary the Goat. Is Jazzy going to find the inside line? I don't think he will unless he absolutely sends it. No, he won't. Goes for the outside line. Gary the Goat's defending very, very well here, and he stays in P8.
Lovely stuff. He's doing well. Jazzy on the medium tyres. I think he wants to get a move on. Oh, Gary the Goat has a swapper, but he keeps it on track. Jazzy needs to be making moves now because those medium tyres will fall off, and they'll fall off relatively quickly because Portugal is quite a high degradation. Jesus Christ, Jazzy! He almost takes out Gary the Goat. I don't know which turn it is, but he almost kills him. But yeah, he needs to get a move on. So does B-Ford actually. I'll talk about B-Ford. I think he might get a run at Michael here into turn 1. So you might want to have a look at this. Here he comes. Round the final corner. He doesn't have the RS, but he's got a lot of the RS. Michael does not have a lot of the RS. He has about half the amount of B-Ford. Will B-Ford have a run? I don't think so. No, he doesn't. He stays behind for now. Does anyone else have a run? No, Jazzy doesn't make a move. Everyone stays put for now. We need DRS. Come on.
B4's got to make a late breaking move, I think, into turn 4. Use a bit of the ERS here. Go for it. Go for it, my son. He's not going to quite go for it. A little bit more probably because the inside got the position, but he's going to wait in behind. Apart from got a gaming there's a train from 1st down to 14th.
Yeah, this is a good start. I mean, God of Gaming is still in the same sector as them. Like he's just
he's only 2.5 seconds off the back. Yeah.
He can manage his way back through. I think if he starts putting in some good laps.
Well, I call it because if you look at the track map now and turn your head a little bit to the right, it looks like an otter. So we're just around like
it does.
It does like turn 6 and 7. You know the double right hander. I call that the hand. And if you can basically, if you're in the hand, you're not far behind. You've got the hand and the flipper, the bottom bit, and then you've got like, oh no, the flipper's the bottom bit actually. The two hands, the head and the flipper. That's what you got. But anyway, here comes B-Ford. B-Ford picked up a penalty as well on that lap. Trying to get past, but he has got past now, but he's got that 3-second penalty hanging over his head. Not ideal, already off the start.
Of the race. It's a long day for B-Ford.
There's a break in the train with Partick. But is anyone going to be able to make a move as they come towards turn 4? Doesn't look like it on this occasion, unless Kiwi's going to try a late move here, and I don't think he will though. No, he won't. He'll just sit in behind and hope Partick can catch up a bit to the train in front. Up in front though, Rain is ahead of B4, with B4's penalty not really going to be helping him out much over the course of this one.
Yeah, I don't know. People are getting penalties too early on, I think. They need to try and save a few warnings for the end of the race, especially if there is a late safety car, they're going to be really hurt by this, no matter what their pace is.
Squash in the chat saying he wish he could race, sorry.
Squash?
Yeah, Squash, he was planning to race this evening. Would have been his debut, but wasn't able to. Hopefully he'll be here with us next week. Must be nice. Blade is now on the back of Michael. Here he comes. Yeah, he's going to go past here. Turn off your ERS, mate. Turn off you don't need it. Coming down towards turn 1. Oh, actually, he did need it, because Michael swoops down the outside, keeps his position. But Michael putting him off may be able to put Michael outside of the DRS of B4, but no, he won't, because B4's been slowed up on the apex. Will he have a run, actually, on Rain? Yes, he will. Coming down towards turn 5, the hairpin. He's going to send it to the inside. Is he going to stick a nose in? Rain, I think, just lets him by, really. Doesn't really fight it too hard. Wouldn't mind the DRS assistance. Help him save ERS and fuel, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Rain is currently sat on a lot of the RS. Rain, he's literally got a full tank. He doesn't... Just be patient, I think. That's Rain's main goal here. Sit in the DRS B-board. Take his medium pace. Just through DRS and stuff. Slipstreaming. And he'll be able to keep these hard tyres in a nice window. And he'll be in a good place as the race progresses. We got... we've got a lot of training. I mean, I'm looking around at the leaderboard trying to pick out a fight for everyone to watch, but I think across the field it's mostly just DRS trains. It's just a massive DRS train.
Yeah, it is.
Which is unfortunate.
But it's turning into more of a tactical. I love that shot. That was a great shot. You could see everyone just coming and opening their DRS as they got to the DRS line. That was a great shot. Is Kiwi close enough? I think Kiwi's close enough for a fight. He's gone to the inside of AMS Partick. He's forced him wide ever so slightly. But Kiwi's through up into P11. Will Partick try and come back here? Don't think so. Oh, massive snapper from Partick. And he won't be able to catch up to Kiwi here. And Kiwi can try and start the charge to catch back up to that lead train. Got a Gaming is now only 1.7, 1.4 off the back of this train as well. Oh, it's 6, that's a bit of time on the exit. But it'd be nice for him to be in a train as well, to see some other people.
Yeah, there's quite a large gap from Kieran to Soren. I'm not quite sure why.
I think
Do you know what
Partick's
happened?
been a bit slow, to be fair.
That slow though, 2.6. If he's that slow, then how's nobody else overtaken him?
Good point.
I think Kieran, he seems to be the same pace as the train. He's not really gaining and he's not really losing.
No!
Oh, well, that will definitely slow him down. He's back into the grass and he's rolling down the hill. That is a really sad shot. Oh no, Kieran. The day gets longer. Oh, he's gonna get a 10-second time. Oh, here we go.
Oh. You're gonna retire, to be honest, do I blame him? Not really.
No. I mean, that was coming.
I just want to give him a hug, really.
I mean, he won a race the other day, so not all is bad at the
He's just literally got
hassle.
zero luck in I don't know what it is about GRL, but he just can't hack it. Well, it's not that he can't hack it, he isn't able to hack it.
It's kind of a little bit off topic, but Kieran is just still in the pit. Oh, there you go, he's gone. He just didn't move. I thought we were about to get a safety car or something, but we're alright.
But it's interesting now, because, I mean, we had it before, but we've now got the train for the points. Oh, Atom's just lost DRS to Gibson here.
And there he goes, Gary's right back through.
How's that happened now? He must have had a moment there. Atom and Gary the Goat's gone around the outside of him. What a move from Gary the Goat. They've both got DRS towards turn 1, and they're going to gain on Gary the Goat as well. Atom's got the legs on Drazzy. Sora will be snipping around as well, but here comes Drazzy! Oh.
Christ above. I thought that was going to be serious contact. Drazzy goes down into second gear. But that's a digger on. I've not seen him used in a while.
Here he comes though, to the inside! Oh!
Atom! Oh, he makes the move though. Down the inside.
Atom's got the outside line! Atom's got the run though, on the outside. They're going to go side by side into the double right-hander. Turn 7 and 8. Who has coming out on top? Oh, it's Drazzy. Atom just has to stick in line. Oh no, spinner. Wilson.
Oh no.
But it's alright for him because he'll come out in the middle of the two trains.
Or could we see Wilson drag these lot back into the...
yeah, that's a possibility.
Oh
no, because Partick's gone spinning.
Partick. I was literally about to say this is a very important corner for Partick because he can stay in DRS now, but he drops it.
The gaps have now formed. We had a train of 10, and now there's a train of 4 Gibson, a train of 4 Wilson, and a train of 2.
Yeah, that's not ideal. That is not ideal at all.
Oh,
Partick
Michael!
Miles up.
What a snapper! Here comes Blades to the inside. That was a voice crack. Blades.
Hold.
He'll be able to have the DRS though. Not good enough exit.
He shanked wide behind.
Yeah. It's a nice shot. Look at that as they come through. Top 9 there, kind of, well, not far from each other. The train is only broken with Gibson and Gary the Goat. But this is an intriguing race because no one is that far off the lead. I mean, apart from Party, if you look at the gap to leader, I mean, what, top 13 and only split by 13 seconds. Oh, well, no, that could be the top 12 now that Lemons has spun. But yeah, the top 12 now only split by 12.8 seconds. There's not that much in it in the grand scheme of things.
No, there's not. However, should there be a single safety car, that can all change. And these, you know, I've got to bring it back to the point earlier. If these lads in P14, 6 and 1, they've already got penalties on lap 10. I'm sure there's many others on lots of warnings. You've got to be careful because these gaps can, it might no longer matter. Oh, I thought Brainerd was slapped.
Oh my word, Sora and Atom got right onto each other. Atom's going to try the up and under, but he's not going to have room on the inside. Yeah, he backs out. Good. And Sora's up into P8 ahead of Atom. It looked like they were rubbing each other. Nah, I'm going to rephrase myself there. It looked like they were rubbing tyres. That never happened.
Clip that. No, I can't be asked to go back through the stream and find that.
Atom's gonna put that in the blue. Anyway.
They're rubbing each other.
It's not, no,
Getting
I'm not.
nice and
No,
close.
Stop it. Don't remind me. It never happened. Oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what, if Sora can drag Atom to the train, we'll have a train of 4 and a train of 5 once again, which would be nice.
Certainly would.
I knew this race we'd have to do quite a bit of filling, to be fair, because Portimao isn't generally one for an absolute stunner.
No, I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of a dead track. I have a feeling this might have caused some.
Oh, hang on! Blades! Oh, I think we're gonna go down the inside, but not quite. Did you say us doing Portimao was called the internet issues?
Yes.
Right.
The internet issues in quote marks. No, I just think. I mean, hold on.
Oh no, there have been internet issues. I have had internet
Yeah, I know.
issues.
So have I. Let me have a look. Where's GRL? There is GRL. Actually, alright. I'll look at tier 2 and it's fine. Maybe tier 1 just had a skill issue today, this week.
Yeah. Hopefully we're back for next week though. Spain. Everyone's okay with Spain, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, my one and only GRL race was actually at Spain.
Was it?
I've only ever actually done.
Season 8, but Michael's had a moment out of the final proper corner, and he's gone very wide in the final actual corner. And Blaze will have DRS. He's already got the position before they even open the DRS, though, and that'll be Blaze into P3.
I have no idea what happened to Michael there. Oh, hello. Oh, he shanked it wide.
He must have had a moment coming out of the corner.
Must have done. Maybe a loss in rear grip. I'm not quite sure. You know, I have to say about, although this track is a little bit mid, the camera angles are great.
Yeah, they really are good.
It's just too bad because we've got Spain next week that has the worst camera angles ever.
Yeah,
I hate the Spain, especially the first camera angle you get on the grid. It's just far back.
Yeah.
I had people complain at me before about the oh, you're not putting on broadcast. Why would I put it on broadcast? All I'm seeing is the rear wings of the entire grid. I can't see anything. It's a low rear wing shot. It's crap.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's not ideal. Blaze is trying. Look at Blaze. He's really trying to get back in that DRS, and I think he will on the next time around. And look at how close Gibson is as well. I mean, just set fast lap. But you can see the top 9 now, all quite close down that main straight. Top 9 are split by 7.5 seconds on lap 13.
That's pretty good going. That is pretty good going. I think it's been relatively clean actually so far, but then again there hasn't been many attempts at overtakes because the track is not very good. There's been a lot of training. Oh hello, what's this? What is this?
What are you looking at?
Just the funky camera angle.
Oh, right.
No, I'm tripping. I was looking at Gibson, who's right up the arse of Michael coming out of that corner. Don't know the number or the name. So you might want to have a look at Gibson. Gibson is looking mighty quick, and Michael is looking mighty slow. He's dropped off massively, and I have no idea why.
No. It's a weird one,
I have 1.8 seconds behind Blades right now.
Does Blades have a good enough exit off of the corner to get the DRS? Push a little bit, Blades, push a little bit, just now. Oh, he's just outside. But Michael's
So
disappeared.
He's fallen back into this like mid-pack train. It's flying over P5. Oh hello.
Bartik.
Oh, Partik's having a long race. He's about to be lapped. Is this an attempt at bringing out a safety car?
Oh, rain! Takes up a 3-second time penalty because of it. He had a massive snap of oversteer. Absolutely huge. But I don't know, what's he doing with his DRS usage?
I don't know.
He doesn't need to use any. Sit back and relax, but no.
Maybe he's struggling? I don't know. I don't know why he would use it. But now the fight is fair game. It's they're both in 3 seconds, but you got Blades, and that might hand Blade the lead come the end of this race. Depending on what happens. Beeford goes very wide at the final corner. Can Rain get the run on him? Here we go. Has Rain been setting up a move? He's burning a lot of the RS. He's going to make the move. Here we go for the lead. Here comes Rain on the back of Beeford. Can he make it into turn 1? He dives it down the inside. They come very close, but he can't make the move. That is a brilliant move from Rain. Lovely stuff. High speed at turn 1.
Very good, very effective as well. And he's back in the lead. Wilson's retired in the pit lane. Don't know why he's done that, but he has. And that train has really now bunched itself up behind Michael here. You've got Gibson. Is he going to go for the run? No. You've got Gibson, Gary the Goat, Drazzy, Sora just arriving, and Atom not too far off either for P4. Right. But the top 3 look like they're away from the rest, realistically.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happened to Michael. Bartik's retired in the pits.
Next lap or 2 could really help Blades here. Because B4 will be able... Blades will be able to use B4 just before he pits. He might even pit this lap. To try and catch up to Rain and get in his DRS.
I think we just have to sit tight and be patient. I don't think there's much point in predicting this because... Oh, B4 comes in.
He does come in.
There you go.
And Rain's its fast lap of the Grand Prix.
Lap. Oh, that's interesting. That means Rain's probably been preserving quite a lot. Oh, he almost validates there at turn 1.
He validates?
No, oh for Christ's sake, you know what I mean.
Yeah. But just to show how close the field is, B4 is coming out in last. The last of the runners now.
Jobbo's not pleased.
Stop first. Oh no, why is Jobbo not pleased?
He's been taken out. Again, apparently. I'm hearing again. So, I think there's been some skill issues in Tier 3. So, getting the stewards on the case down there. He's saying XRP won the race, but he had the exact same strategies. So it could have been a 1-2 between him and XRP. Jobbo's not pleased at all. A long day for Jobbo. Yeah, there's a bit of intel on the Tier 3 race, a bit of kamikaze going on. As will be officiating the steward report.
Yeah.
I don't know who is steward. Oh, someone peels into the pits. That's
Drowsy.
Drowsy off the medium compound tire.
It's a long stint on those mediums, 16 laps. I did say I thought they'd go 15, 16, and anyone pitting from the hards now would go 16 laps. Michael, is that a second 3-second time penalty? No, it's the first. Everyone just got the 3 seconds so far. But I mean, if we look at the championship picture,
Championship? I didn't even consider that because obviously Rage is not here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll look at the championship. I've got a bit sidetracked there. So... Oh, it's not loading. Why is it not loading? Come on, so Drazi... He's tied with Sora at the moment. And... Drazi's P12. And Sora is in P6. At the moment, Sora takes the lead, I think. Yeah, because B4's down in P11. Spires out here. Ray just dead. Michael will gain 15 points. So he'll be sat on 49. So he'll be P3. Yeah. Oh, and then... Oh, but Rain will be on 52. So he'll be...
you can't forget. Oh no, 50... Oh, we're forgetting the sprint race, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
I'll have a quick look at the position changes quickly. To work out what the results for that were. So it was Rain...
Where did Drazi finish?
Hang on, it was Rain, Blades... Wilson. Fourth, it was Michael. Fifth, Speedy Ford. Sixth was Gibson. Seventh was Wilson has left. Rain and Blades have both pit. 2 leaders coming in, which means Michael now leads. Hang on, 7th.
So does Rain lead the championship?
Gary was 7th. And 8th place was Atom.
Bosh.
So that would
There's
put
a bit
Rain
of ball knowledge.
onto 35, put Blade onto 28, Wilson.
So,
if
if Rain wins, he's leading the championship.
Mike, hang on. Let me hang on. That works out. 39. B Ford picking up 4. 46. Gibson picks up 3. But he only won 4 points.
B Ford. Here we go down the inside of Blade. B Ford's up into P8. He's overtaken Blades. This will help Rain massively because Rain is on a medium compound tyre and now can pull away from B Ford. B Ford will act as a buffer between Blades and Rain.
Yeah,
Rain
but I think it's just a warm up. I think it's just a tyre warm up. If I'm honest, I think Blades will go straight back past him in a lap's time or so.
Yeah, but it'll hold him up, and they've been pretty equally matched, so Rain will be able to pull a little bit. So if he can beat Blade for pace, and I mean he's got more ERS in the tank. Rain is looking really solid. Look how slow B Ford is through certain corners. Especially this last sector. Big traction zones. Well, high speed zones. Here comes Blade in the back of him though. I think this will be a pass. Can't see why not. Here we go. And he sails like pass and DRS and he makes the move back up to P7. Lovely stuff. Blades up to P6.
So we'll work out what the standings would be when everyone's done their pit stop, because I think that'll make more sense. Because then that's a more accurate picture of where everyone is. I've got a Gaming comes out at the back of the field, but he's still less than half a lap down, despite having done a pit stop, and the leader hasn't.
Respect.
He's only 4 corners behind the leader, to be fair. But yes, there's not much going on at the moment. Gibson's on the back of Michael, who's just warming up his tyres at the moment.
Look like Gibson. Yeah. Gibson could probably make the move here. If he plays his cards right. Doesn't have much ERS to play with though, that's his issue.
So Sora pit. Oh, Wilson!
Michael.
Well, I mean, it was a fair move, really. Gibson.
Switch back. Oh, he almost drops it. Michael almost had the switch back, but then he drops it slightly. Rain sets the fastest lap of 1 minute 19.245. Here comes Michael on the back of Gibson. He's going to make the move before the braking zone, I think. Here he comes up into P8, 7 now because he was pitted. That's a move done. Michael up into P6 after the pit stops move out of the way.
And yeah, that was Sora pitting, and he's come out, I believe, yes it was, just behind these two. He'll have to warm up the tyres.
So I think Sora will lead the championship then.
Yeah, I think he will. Because at the moment, if you factor in Rain's point for pole as well, that'd be 36 for him. Which means that Rain would go on to 61. Sora would get more than 4.
Respect.
But, I mean, look, Sora and Jazzy are right next to each other as well, and they're still neck and neck in the championship. Gary the Goat's going out for a soft, I think.
Oh, do you know what I've just realised?
What have you just realised?
Drazzy's actually in the points now. I didn't even realise Drazzy was in the points.
Yeah.
So, Rain will just jump into this championship fight properly now.
Yes, he will jump into the fight. Well, no, because Rain will jump into the fight, but he was 31 points behind going into this race.
Oh, Drazzy and Sora almost come to blows. Jesus Christ.
Did they? I didn't know they were that close.
I didn't actually. I just saw it. I was looking at the standings and I glanced up and I just see Drazzy have to pull away from Sora. They almost kill each other. Don't know what happened there.
Lone Retreat hasn't got enough on the back of Aston yet. Gibson and Michael's probably the best battle going on at the moment. With just over 11 laps to go. Will Gary come in at the end of this lap?
Hi, Partek.
Oh, Spin Star Gaming.
Hope everything's right. It's
Yeah,
been a
here
long
comes
race
Gary.
for you, Partek.
Comes into the pit lane. What about Lemons? Will he pit or will he stay out to lead the race? He'll stay out to lead the race.
Gaza bites. Gaza's in from the lead of the race through tyre strategy.
I wonder where he'll come out.
And he'll come out.
He's only just pulled into
P9.
the... Oh my word, what's going on back here? So I've just realised Adam Lone Retreat and Drazzy spun around! What's gone on there? I really wish I knew, but Drazzy has spun around. And Gary the Goat has come out just behind Lone Retreat and Atom here, who are fighting over P8 now.
Gary will be on this lovely soft compound tyres. Can they make it 11 laps? I don't know.
I feel like Gary the Goat's lost a lot of time there.
Has he? I feel like he was here already though.
No, Gary the Goat was... Gary the Goat was 12 seconds ahead of Rain. And now he's 21 seconds behind.
Is he pitted?
Yeah, but that's more than a 30-second pit loss time.
Oh. I don't know.
He was 12 and a bit seconds ahead of Lemons. And he's not going to be 12 and a bit when he comes out now.
Maybe we just didn't realise he was driving with front wing damage or something.
Maybe.
Oh, here comes Lone Retreat, sorry, on the back of Atom. the owner of the league. Here comes the Lone Tree. It should be a move before the braking zone. It is a move before the braking zone. It's another move into turn 1. And that's Lone Tree up P7. But he has that penalty, which will hamper him. Give the position back to Atom.
Yeah, I think Gary the Goat's lost 10 seconds somewhere, and I don't know how. Oh, hello, side by side, got a gaming and Drazzy for P11 here, and got a gaming has got past Drazzy. Drazzy's having a... The man who's usually so consistent is having a mare this evening.
Yeah, but you never know. Safety car might bring him back in it.
Yeah.
I mean, one safety car and he gains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positions.
That's true. That's very true.
Stay within 3 seconds.
I mean, Sora's looking good at the moment because he's only like about 3.5 seconds off of B4, and that's for a podium.
Ooh.
We'll go with Gary the Goat and Atom though, because this will be about a little start and end quite quickly, I imagine. But yeah, provisionally in the championship, if we also look at fastest lap, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for up here, which is currently going to Gotta Gaming, so no points there. Or actually, no, sorry, Lone Retreat gets fastest lap on this time around. Here comes Gary the Goat towards turn 1, inside move on Atom. Thank you very much. P8 for the American driver as he moves himself towards higher points finishes. He might get stunted at 7th though, because there's an 8-second gap in front of Lone Retreat.
Yeah, I'm thinking of right. Got a gaming, drops it, sees Drazzy up into P11, but that means absolutely nothing to Drazzy. That will not give him a world championship point in his hunt to win the Division 1 title. He's the only championship leader outside the points, so nothing. Like joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I can't best explain it. I don't have the brain capacity right now.
Gibson 14. Sora will pick up 8.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's 3 seconds. That won't help him with his hunt for P8. Gary the Goat now wipe the sweat off his forehead. He's in a good position now. I think Lone Retreat has multiple time penalties. He does. He's on 8 seconds of time penalties. Why is he on 8 seconds of time penalties? I'll go find out for all of you now. It just says 5-second penalty. I have to go to incidents, aren't I?
Right, live championship standings at the moment. Sora leads on 66. Rain would be in second with 61, tied with B Ford, so they'd both be on 61. And then Drazzy would still be on 58. And then Michael will be back on 51. So the top 4 would... and then Blade in P6 on 46. So the top 6 would be split by 20 points.
That's really good, actually. Mate, my game's broken.
What's happened?
I went to do the race director, and now I'm on the results screen.
What, is the race finished?
For me, it has.
Right, leave and
So
rejoin.
everyone, your final race results are Rain in P1.
Right, if
Even
you
though I
leave,
can
I'll give
literally
you an
see
invite.
the
Oh,
driver.
hello though. Michael Dale is right on the back of B4 here. But it's fighting over P3 with the time penalty as well, I believe. Is Michael going to have a good enough run? He looks like he's going to have to go to the outside though at turn 5 at Portimao. He's going to dance around there, is he? Has he got enough grip? Has he got enough space? He's got enough grip, but he's not quite got enough space. And B4 has to let him through. Gibson now sniffing around. Sora coming. Oh, I think Michael lets him through. I think Michael may have had an illegal overtake or something because he lets him back through. And Sora, all of a sudden, seeing this all in front of him. I'm going to now invite Jim. There you go. Before this battle carries on, but there's only 3/10 in it between B4 and Michael Dale at the moment. The penalty situation is that Gibson has 6 seconds. And everyone else has 3. Gotta Gaming has 6, but he has spun again off the back and he won't be scoring any points in this race. Here we go then, towards turn 1. Michael, Gibson, Sora, and then headed by B Ford, head towards turn 1. Michael's got a run. Has he got enough of a run? They're going to go towards turn 1 side by side. Turns in for B Ford. He leaves. Oh, he goes a little bit off the track, but there was nowhere else he could have gone. Michael tries to send it down the inside, but doesn't quite get it. Here comes Gibson on the switchback move. Has he got enough? He's going to try and go around the outside at turn 4. That's audacious. He gets forced wide ever so slightly. I don't think he'll be able to make a move from here. Will Michael send it? No, he won't. And that's how it sits on lap 28 of 33. There's only, what, 5 laps to go. 5 more turn 4s, 5 more turn 1s. And this train of 4 is really giving us some good battling towards the end of this race.
I need to see this. Hold on. There you go.
Got a gaming, or oh, he's I think he's going to retire. Yes, he does. That leaves us with 11 runners, which sadly for Drazzy means that only Drazzy won't be scoring any points here this evening. Look at Michael Dale. He's right on the back. He's absolutely going for it. Let's see, Michael Dale has got such a good run. He must get the position here with the DRS. B4 is going to defend the inside, but will he have enough? Michael's going to go to the outside. Gibson is absolutely watching this with his lips being licked as they go towards turn 1. And it's all nice and fair, all kept on track. Will it down the inside for B4? Yes, it will. In towards turn 3. They're still going to go side by side, but B4 will have a bit of a switchback as they come through turn 4 and the DRS towards turn 5. Here comes B Ford. He's going to go to the inside. Gets pushed there quite sharply by Michael Dale, but he's made the move stick and he's back up there. A little bit deep though. Michael Dale, I should say, has get the switchback much better, and he's back up into P3 for the first time at the exit of turn 5. Dear me, these 4 are split by absolutely nothing. Oh, I thought Gibson was going to go around there, but Sora, you should have got to remember, this is just going to help Sora. He's currently heading for P3 in this race.
What has happened since I've left?
A lot.
What on earth? Well, I'm glad it's happening, because it hasn't happened for some time.
No.
Sora.
Oh, Gibson!
Oh, Gibson, no!
He's made a mistake. And that's going to leave the train down to 3. And I think Gibson also had a 6-second. Well, Globetree has an 8-second, so Gary the Goat might profit from this as well. He might find himself up a couple of positions, especially with those soft tyres on. B4, he's not going to be close enough on this occasion to Michael Dale. They've all got 3 up the front. So, unless... Well, if Rain gets another penalty here, that'll be interesting between him and Blades. Oh, side by side, Lemons is Atom. I think Atom has got past. Oh no, they're still fighting. Atom has got repassed Lemons, and they're going to go side by side into the corner. Atom's got the move done, but Lemons will have the DRS. He's got the softer tyres on here. I think he'll make the move here, but Atom is sharply defending the inside line as they come down towards turn 5. Lemons has got the outside line. Is he going to be able to dance? Yes, he will. Willie, he's got a little bit wide, but he has the grip to make it work, and that is P9 for Lemons.
Lovely stuff.
Well,
Lemons was looking kind of out of the points completely, but he's found himself into a nice spot now.
Yeah, he has. Oh, Gary the Goat's picked up a penalty now as well.
I think he's going to get P8 Lemons, actually, because of Lone Treat's 6-second time penalty.
Yeah, and depending on how much he catches, he may be able to catch Gibson.
That is a massive ask. That is not happening.
It's 6-second penalty for Gibson, and he's only, what, 7.5
he's
behind. And he's on the soft tyres, so it is possible.
Okay, yeah, I did not realise it was that close. My bad. It's definitely possible then. I thought you meant he has to catch him on track.
Oh, yeah, no, he won't do that. Oh, no. They're going to... Oh, hang on, though. Atom is really holding up Lemons. I didn't really think Atom was going to be able to fight it, but he is. Atom to the inside of turn 3, and he's got the move done, but I feel like exactly the same thing's going to happen here. Yes, it will. Oh, but Snapper from Lemons puts him on the back foot ever so slightly. DRS is non-existent for either of these 2 guys. But Lemons is going to absolutely send it around the outside. He's gone far, far, far too deep. Atom will keep the position on this time around. 2.5 laps to go.
It's really hard. And
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know why.
Neither. Maybe it's
Maybe
fight.
it's yeah, or he is in the party with Gibson. Remember?
Yeah. Well, that's true actually.
For their teammates, I mean, it doesn't really matter. No, actually, maybe it does. To Gibson, because he's trying to get some points on the board. Gibson's only a reserve, I think. But he probably is telling him to stop him from overtaking him. Although Gibson will lose a position to Gary, regardless. Long day for Gibson and Pence.
Yeah, long day.
Ford is right at the arse of Michael here.
Yeah, it is, and this is for P4 now. I think they know they're fighting for P4 because of Sora being there. But it's still an extra 2 points, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight to the death. I think. They've only got about 1.5 more. Oh, not even 1.5. One lap and a third. Will they fight it? I don't know. Portman's just a terrible track.
Rain's to start at the final lap of the race. Lemons is still going at it with Atom here. And unless B Ford gets close, stay on board with this.
Oh, here we go. Don't know. It's going to be close. Is he going to dive it? No, he's just too far back.
Here comes Lemons,
almost loser.
Around the final corner. He must get past here, surely.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Outside.
Oh, he tries.
Oh, he's going to go a bit of a cut and under. Oh! Massive snapper from Lemons. He nearly takes them both out. He dives it late a bit. He's going to have a better run out of turn 4. He's got to get a good exit. He's got to get the power down. He's got to get the power. Well, I just said that. Towards the DRS we go. Towards turn 5. Nothing doing for him. He can't find a way past. Oh! Luckily, nothing really came of that. But while they fight at the back, there's only been one man who has been here, who's turned up really this evening. He got pole, maybe dubiously, under Jim's criteria. He got the sprint race win, and now he's got the full race win. Despite that 3-second time penalty, Blade will come home and take a very good P2, and that'll really kick his championship challenge into life. Michael Dale, he will finish ahead of B Ford, and B Ford ahead of Sora on track, because Sora will get P3 on the penalties, and he takes the podium spot once again. Make sure he extends his championship lead. Gibson, and then Lone Retreat 6th and 7th, but Gary the Goat jumps them both to finish P6, and then there'll be the two battling men of Atom and Lemons. Towards the line they go. Lemons will get Atom on the penalties. I think Atom's just... Oh, he may have tried to take him out, I'm not sure. But then there's Jirazi. I think he's going for the fastest lap here. He'll take the point off. I don't know who, really, but he'll just take it as pride.
Lone Retreat.
He'll take off Lone Retreat, but he'll just take it for pride.
Oh, well, he had a little snap there.
Because by my calculations, he will slip a couple of positions in the championship.
He will. It's not been his best race, but he does come across the line to take the fast lap away from Lone Retreat. It's been a long day for Jirazi. A very, very long day.
But, I mean, well done to him for sticking in it, because most guys would have retired. So well done to him for finishing.
Yeah, props to him.
But yes, let's have a look at the results then. Your winner, of course, was Rain, but, you know, well, he won the weekend with full maximum points, but in the race, well, he won. Blaze came second, Sora came third, and Michael Dale came home in P4. That's good points for him once again. He's really putting in some consistent displays. B Ford adds another 10 points to his tally, with Gary the Goat adding 8, but he's not too far. He's not in the championship battle at the moment. Gibson, rather irrelevant at the moment in the championship. He only had 4 before this race, but he's added another 6 coming home in P7. But Lone Retreat got the fastest lap stolen off him on the final lap, with Lemons coming home for what looked unlikely for a while, but he comes home for P9, and then Atom comes home for the final points paying position, picks up just the 1 point for his efforts. And then it was Drazzy who... Oh, I pressed A. Drazzy finished outside the points, and then the rest DNF'd. I can't believe it just pressed A. I tried to press... yeah, I think it already pressed A. But anyway, that's not the point. It's beside the point. That was a good race. Jim, if you could invite the top 3 into the party, that would be greatly
I'm currently on the
appreciated.
loadings. I'm on a screen right now where there's nothing.
Oh, okay. I'll change it here. There we go. I can do it now.
Lovely.
So that's Rain invited. We've got to invite Sora and then Blades. Those 3 good men. There's Sora. Love that from Sora. There's Rain. Then we just wait for Blades to join, and then we'll be full. Absolutely full.
Rain, thoughts on being a cheat, mate?
Yeah, thoughts on shutting up, mate.
I'll invite Blades again.
Cheat! Judas! Judas!
Sorry, I had my inner Max Verstappen. Just roar out.
Not good enough, mate. Not good enough.
I'm so sorry, man. I tried to make it up in the races for you.
I mean, you did do a good race, I'll give you that, but you are Judas.
Oh, shut your mouth.
No, I don't think I will, actually.
Sora with the Pokemon profile picture.
Here's a Pokemon?
Sora's got the Pokemon profile picture.
Which Pokemon? Oh, that's that
Mewtwo.
one. Yeah, that's cool, actually. That's a cool profile picture.
Even these. Who are we waiting on?
We're waiting on Blades at the moment. He'll be a minute, so we can
NPC.
just we can talk about. I'll give an overview of the championship provisionally, of where we lie at the moment. We will have B4. You can. Sorry, what am I on about? Sora, you'll continue to be championship leader. You'll be on 73 points, so you'll have a nice, relatively nice advantage over Rain, who moves up to P2 on 61. So you're 12 points ahead of Rain, and then in 3rd place will be Drazzy, despite not scoring. He'll be on 58, just ahead of B4.
How would I get 61 points?
And if you get 61, you got 8.
Wait, how did I get
You got 8 for the sprint, 25 for
5
the win,
for the sprint?
and 1 for pole. 8 for the sprint.
5. No, it's 5. It's in the rules of the league or something like that. It's first to 5th get points in the sprint.
Do they?
According to Atom.
I'll check
According
that
to
out
Atom.
soon.
That's what he said to me.
He wants an invite now. Look at him. He came home 10th and he wants an invite. It's only
So I
5,
should
4,
have
3, 2,
4,
1. Are you
5.
kidding me?
Plus 25. So I should have
Why is it?
5.
Right, Atom. Atom.
I should have 58.
Since when was it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the sprint?
What?
You
Why?
said,
5,
you
4,
said
3, 2, 1
P1
in
to
the
P5
sprint.
get points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1 for the sprint. Yeah.
I'm not aware of this.
Yes, so I should have 58. Darren.
Yeah, I'm changing my calculations.
You just take 3 off.
Yeah. 7, that's 17. And then Atom still on 9. There we go. Yeah, so, yeah, no, you're right. So Sora has 73 points. And then it'll be yourself, or will it? Yes, yourself, Rain, on 58. You'll be tied with Drazzy on 58. And then on 53, it will be B Ford. 48 will be Michael in P5, and Blaze will be in P6 on 43. So that's how it lies at the moment, as the top 6. But yes, I think we're all here now, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we'll come to Sora first. You didn't have a great sprint race, but you made up for it in the race. You took the other 2 on the penalties. So I mean, all in all, it's a good recovery drive, I think.
Exactly that. Shit in the sprint, messed up my quali lap. Race, yeah, I spent too much time outside of DRS on some people, and once I caught up to it, it was just a bit too late. The top guys had gone off, and 10 seconds at the end away from them. But it's my own fault. Screwed things up. Third was the best I could hope for. When I got back onto the back of them, when I was in like 6th or 7th or whatever it was, saw them all have penalties. I thought absolutely no point fighting them. I'm not going to catch second at this with this amount of laps to go. Let them fight, let them kill themselves. I'll just keep it clean. So that was my view of the race. 10-point loss to Rain is probably the best I could have asked for. Yep, that's it. Short and
But I
sweet.
mean, because of the fact that Drazzy didn't score, you've now opened a 15-point lead in the championship, albeit now to Rain as well. But that's a little bit more comforting. I mean, you've been very consistent so far, so, I mean, this is another podium of this. I think this is your 4th? In 5? No, it's your 3rd podium, but you've had you've had a 3rd podium, but you got, let me work this out, you got 50... So, yes, you got another points finish somewhere else, but I mean, it's still 3rd podium in 5 races, which isn't bad at all. So yeah, well done. And are you looking forward to Spain next week, just for the Christmas break?
Yeah, more than Portugal.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm not a fan of Portugal, to be honest. I can't seem to find a setup as well balanced for a straight line and the rear end staying in check.
It's a very weird
I had to
track,
run.
really, isn't it?
Yeah, I had 34-30 onto the night, and it just was. Being honest, I couldn't catch up in that straight line. Even bloody Rom at the end there with the bloody red light flashing, he was still pulling away, and I was in overtake. It was just no point. It was my own fault, my own downfall. On to the next one.
Yeah, definitely. Well done, and I'm sure I'll talk to you next week as well. But yeah, good luck in that one.
Thank you.
We'll then move on to Blades. Blades, you came home, Peter, because you won yesterday's race, didn't you? In the mixed tier. But second today, I think you probably met your match in Rain today. But are you satisfied with that? I mean, you've made some progress now in the championship as well.
Yeah. I was trying to join on my laptop, but I can't, so no one will be able to hear me again, as always. But, yeah, I mean, first of all, congrats to Rain. You know, he was in another league today, and I didn't really have a chance. I don't know how I managed to keep up with him in the sprint, but in the actual race, I was a lot slower. And yeah, I mean, it was a shame about last week because had I won that race, if the race was like a sector shorter, I'd probably be, I don't know, quite high up in the championship. Yeah. But you know, it is what it is. You know, in hindsight, I probably should have pitted, but you know, it's a shame. But
well, I mean, you're only 30 points off Sora and 15 off Rain, so you're not that far back in the grand scheme of things. And with there still being, I think, 16 races to go, you're still very much in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think you're very much out of it at all at the moment. But again, I'll ask the same thing I asked Sora. Spain next week, you looking forward to that?
Not really.
No, I don't like Spain.
I think Belgium and Portugal are one of my stronger tracks. I haven't raced Portugal before this weekend, so I didn't know how I'd be, but I was pretty surprised at how competitive I was. And I don't think Spain. I don't think I was great there last season in Div 2, so I've probably improved since then. But we'll see. I think I just have to keep it clean and grab home some points. Help out William, help out Drazzy as well if I can.
Yeah, that's another thing to mention, because you and Drazzy are doing very well on the teams. I mean, you've now got, 50... you've got 43 plus his 58, so you've got, 101 points now. So you're going quite well
Yeah.
in the Williams team. I think you lead the championship still. So that's going very well. So are you looking to try and push for that constructors as well?
Yeah, if we can. I mean, well, obviously, Sora and Michael, I think, are ahead of us. I don't know, but
Oh, they might
you
be.
know,
You're
that-
right, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I mean, it's going to be difficult because I mean we've seen Sora. He's won 2 races. He's a brilliant driver, and so is Michael. So you know we've got our work cut out for us. But Drazzy's a brilliant driver, and I'm alright on my day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well done again,
I'll
P2.
do what I can.
Yeah, P2 is nothing to be ashamed about as well. So well done. And then we'll finally come on to Rain. You know, you got pole. Jim was screaming blind murder at that one. But you got pole.
Jeez!
You got the sprint win, and then you got the race win. I mean, it was a triple. Well, I mean, it wasn't a grand slam because he didn't lead every lap, but he did as close as that as he could, really. But yeah, well done.
Yeah, Jim, shut up and sit down. I'm not cheating. I lost time,
Mate.
but
Nah, you're a cheating scum. That's what you are.
I don't know. But so I was really surprised at that pace. I've had only like 5 time trial laps over the last week, and then I've done no practice today because I've been out all day. So I really didn't expect to be that competitive and win. But yeah, well done to Blades though, because I was scared for that race with him keeping quite close to the penalty window.
Yeah, it's true actually. And if you got a second penalty, you was well within inside it as well. But yeah, you move up because I mean with that you move up from a long way back in the championship to second. So that's pretty good for you as well.
Yeah, I guess got a bit lucky with some people not racing today, but that probably could have been competitive. Like especially G Ninja. I don't know where he went. But yeah, it's very good and hoping to take that lead back. I mean, I know I never had it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I know what you mean. But yeah, well done. And then as well to Spain. Looking forward to that one or not?
Yeah, more practice for that track. I had a 100% race
Wow.
yesterday,
Fair enough.
so I'm quite practiced for it. The pace is really good for that track, so I'm excited.
Well, fantastic. I mean, way to get the rest of the grid excited. But yeah, well done. And yeah, P2 in the championship, nothing to be ashamed of. So yes, thank you. We'll end it there. We'll remind everyone that coming up this week we will have the Formula 2 around Portugal, and that'll be quite an exciting one, I think. You know, Portugal is one, especially in the Formula 2. Somehow you manage to find a way to race side by side everywhere. So make sure you tune in for that one. 3-way title fight between Atom, myself, and Gibson. And then next week, starting on Sunday, it'll be Spain's mixed tier race, and then next week, Monday, 8:30 PM, same place, same time, we will be here for the Spanish Grand Prix in GRL, and then of course, the following Wednesday will be the F2. But that'll be the last action before Christmas, so make sure you tune in for all that. But in the meantime, from me and Jim, it's a very good evening, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your week.
Sweet dreams, everyone.